Hello, it's me James and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the best working duplication glitch in the latest version of the game. This duplication glitch will both work on normal worlds and realms, although the methods are slightly different, but you'll learn both methods in today's video. And to top it off, you are literally going to be able to duplicate any item in the game. That is correct. Personally, in Simply Survival, I like to duplicate illegal items to put them in my illegals museum. That way, when they get patched, I'm always going to have reserves and backups of them. Speaking of illegals, the glitch that I'm going to show you in today's video will actually allow you to obtain illegal items. I'm going to show you how to get them as well. My personal favorite illegal items that you can get from this glitch is actually the Steve Skull. It's pretty awesome. This duplication glitch has been in the game for so long now. I remember finding this when I removed my end all that time ago. And yeah, this duplication glitch since then has survived so many updates. It has changed slightly, and that is exactly why I'm doing an updated tutorial today. So with that being said, let's jump straight on into the video. For this, I'm going to start a brand new world to show you how to set everything up properly. I'm just going to be in creative so I can get all of the items. But yeah, I'm going to turn off multiplayer as well, so multiplayer can't be on. And another thing you want on that is going to be advisable, or at least you're going to need them, is coordinates. So I'm going to start a brand new world that is currently in creative, but I will go into survival to show you how to set it up. So yeah, what I'm going to do, just load in, as you can see. And now I'm just going to grab all of the items I need, and I'll be back. And the items that you are going to need for this duplication glitch are as followed. The duplication glitch itself takes part in the end, so I've got an end portal set up here. I've also got a bed with a spawn spot just set up there in case anything happens. The other items are a bucket of water. You're going to want around about 3 stacks of glass. Reason being, Enderman can't spawn on glass. Bring yourself a stack of normal blocks as well, and we're going to duplicate some blocks here. But not only that, we're going to bring a piston, a lever, and a chest, obviously a sticky piston, and these 3 items are going to be the items that we will do the every item dupe with. These are obviously going to be to get the illegals, and yeah, so there's 3 like different parts of the glitch. To get the illegals, you are going to need, of course, a silk touch pickaxe. You're also going to need an elytra and some rockets. That is going to make things a lot easier for you, believe me, although you could probably do it without it. But yeah, that's going to make things a lot easier. So let's jump straight on into the end. So when we jump into the end, we're going to be on the east side. We know that because the spawn platform when we spawn in the end is always on the east side. So what we're going to want to do, obviously, we don't want to go that way. We want to go to the east side and basically stay on the coordinate 0. So if I go carry on, walk down here, I'm going to grab my bucket of water and my glass, and basically what I'm going to want to do is nerd pole all the way down at the 0 coordinate. Obviously this is why I'm going to use my water. It's super simple to do this. So I'm going to go back up, and you can actually do this without even taking any like drowning damage. So you can go super slow down if you really want, or you can go fast by crouching. And we're basically going to want to go all the way down to the last block that we can place, because this duplication glitch only works on the bottom sub chunks of the end, just to be super clear. So I'm going to go all the way down, and of course when you get a little bit lower, you want to be a little bit slower, but make sure you got your wings on, because maybe if you do fall through, yeah, you're going to be able to fly off straight away. So let's try and get those last blocks on. So basically, it should be in line with the water when the water stops. So hopefully, we'll be able to do that. And how many more we got? I think we got 1 more block. Oh, no, that was it. So, yeah, make sure you fly and, yeah, don't die. So now we have that little area. And we can go back in our water. And basically, we're going to put a block on the last block at the bottom. So let's find that, which is just there. And now we can bridge across all the way in the east direction. Now we're going to want to go all the way to 159. The reason we're going to go to 159 is because for the people who can't get like chunk packs, because this duplication glitch does require you to find chunks. Yeah, for those people who can't get chunk packs on their device for whatever reason, this way, we're just going to do a little bit of counting, and it's going to make things a lot simpler. So I'm just making my way to 159. And at 160, that's when a new chunk will start. Remember, we are going in the east direction. So we are approaching 159 right now, as you can see. And that's 159. So this block right here is where the next chunk will start. So let's place 1. And then facing the south, which is that way. Obviously, we know that this is east. That's north facing that way. So north, east, south, and west. Alright, so facing south, I'm just going to put a little holder block. This is so we know where the chunk is. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. On the 16th, let's place another little holder block going south, and that way we know that that is a chunk. Now let's find 2 more chunks so we can set up the other things. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So let's place that there. And last but no means least, let's do this one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. And now let's place this little holder block. Now, just to confirm, so you guys, know that this is legit and, is accurate to the chunks. I'm just going to put a chunk pack on. That way, you know that that's 100% right. Either way, if you can't get a chunk pack, that's what you would do. So I'm going to activate this right now. And I will show you that we've successfully lined up the chunks. I think maybe we're one off on this one. Let's just have a little look. I don't think maybe we are, maybe we're not. So there we go. You can see that is lined up on the chunk nicely. Let's walk across here, and it stops just here. And this one is a brand new chunk as we've marked out. And of course, this one is a brand new chunk as well. So everything on the north side of this line is going to be in its own chunk. So let's go down to the bottom one to set up the first part of this duplication glitch. We'll set them all up first and then we'll perform them. So it's going to be a lot easier to do that. So what we're going to do is go in the middle of this chunk, and then we're simply going to go out 5 solid blocks. I'm using cobblestone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The reason why we're doing cobblestone is because it's a little bit faster to mine. If you take too long to mine, sometimes you may have to re-perform the glitch. So I'm going to place 10 solid diamond blocks on here now. And these blocks could actually be any blocks. They're the blocks that we're going to be duplicating, but we'll come back to that in a second. Let's go ahead and set up right now in the center of the second chunk our mob head. So I'm going to make a 3x3 platform. We don't want to make a too big platform. Also, it would take a while to obviously remove. And now what we're going to want to do is place a mob head on each direction of this block. So let's imagine this block is a compass. This side right here would be north. This would be west. This would be south. This would be east. And then we just got the top of the compass. And each one of these will give you a different illegal. So now that's set up. Let's set up probably the best part. On the south side, I like to make myself a little platform. And the reason I say this is the best part is because this is the bit that does every item in the game. So let me go ahead and make myself just a little platform, just so I feel a little bit more safe when I'm flying about in a second. So you can see I'm just going to go up to that line, and then we will set up the duplication glitch in the center of this chunk. So let's grab our sticky piston, our lever, and chest. We're going to go 1 block out. Obviously, this is the chunk border. We're going to go 1 block out and place a sticky piston and then a chest. So when we push this chest into there, it's going to be in its own chunk. I can show you because I've got this pack on, so I'll just show you so you understand what I mean. Now this chest is completely in its own chunk. This chunk is completely empty, as you can see. And that is, of course, the same for all of those items. But right now, let's just focus on this. So let's just put a few items in here. I'm just going to put basically everything else that I've got here, because I won't need them. Maybe I'll need my silk touch, so I'll keep that on me for now. But I'll just put them in there for now. And yeah, that is set up. We're just going to wait for now and go down here to perform this part of the glitch. So this is super simple. All we need to do is save and quit. Alright, and this one works 100% of the time. Of course, we're on the normal world at the minute. I will show you this on a realm later on in the video. So let's go back onto the world we just exited out of. And all we're going to want to do is completely empty this chunk. Alright, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to collect my 10 diamond blocks. And then, like I said, we've got the 5 cobblestone blocks underneath, which is going to be a little bit faster to mine than glass would be. So let's just remove those blocks. See how fast we could remove those. And then we're going to save and quit. Now, as quick as that, it will regenerate the blocks every single time. And we will be able to get ourselves another 10... Oh, what happened to my pickaxe there? Another 10 diamond blocks. So what I'm going to do is grab all of these blocks, and I'll just do it one more time to show you you can literally rinse and repeat this. So you don't even need to save on this one, because it's already saved this in this area. Now, blocks works slightly differently to the chest, but I'll show you in a second. Let's just go back on here, and you'll see. Yeah, these will regenerate, as you can see. Boom. And yeah, we could just rinse and repeat that, and we'll have so many blocks. Of course, I did lose a few down there. But now let's go on to the illegals. So this part is with schools. As you can see, you saw me set it up earlier. We've got one on each side, and this is exactly the same, apart from we need a silk touch pickaxe. You could probably do that with a normal pickaxe. For this though, we need a silk touch pickaxe. So when we load in this time, first of all, let's just do a save and quit to make sure that that has definitely saved and in the area. And, yeah, we won't have any trouble. Sometimes, although I will say this, I do have trouble with this one. So, you may have to do it 1 or 2 times. So, what we're going to do is we're going to fully remove this. Now, I would do this quite fast. So, you can see I'm doing it as fast as physically possible. Although, the mob heads are slightly a little bit harder to do. And now, let's remove the platform. Hopefully, that was fast enough. And now we just want to save and quit. Now, when we load back in, we should have the platform, but the heads will not show, although they are there. But I have noticed in recent updates, for whatever reason... Alright, no, so you've seen I didn't manage to do it quick enough. So what we're going to do is let's just set this up again. Super easy to set up. And we're just going to have a mob head on each side of the blocks. Like I said, it doesn't work every single time for this one. Not really sure why, but you can just go ahead and do it again. So let's save and quit. And yeah, we should be able to go back on. Now, like I said, you're going to want to do it really fast. I have no idea why that's a thing. Maybe the chunk kind of saves whilst you're mining it. So let's just very quickly get rid of all this as fast as physically possible. And this time, I think we'll be able to do it. So let's just grab this. Like I said, sometimes, even for me on my realm, it's took me a few times to do this. Save and quit. And now we should get the platform, but not the schools. We should get all the block placed, but not the schools. So let me show you. As you can see, it kind of looks weird. For some reason, in recent updates, I don't know if this is something I've done to my settings, but I can't see the outline of the schools anymore. Back in the day, we used to be able to see the outline of the schools, but if you go to walk into them, you won't be able to do it. So if you mine the school that we placed on the south side of the block with the silk touch pickaxe, you will actually get yourself a Steve skull. As you can see. Now, if you want to keep these, you're going to want to place them in a chest separately, because they will stack as you mine them. So, on the south side, it's the Steve skull. On the west side, I think it's a creeper or a zombie. Yeah, it's a creeper. On the east side, I think probably, I don't know. Oh, it's a dragon head. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Let's put the dragon head in here. On the top, I think it's just a normal wither skull, but it's slightly different in your inventory. And on the back, we've got a illegal zombie head. So I'm going to go and put this in the chest, and you'll see what I mean by them all being slightly different. If you stack them, they will all go the same, but they slightly sit different in the inventory, all of them. So that does mean you get 5 different illegals from this illegal glitch itself. Last but no means least, we've got probably the best part of the duplication glitch. This part will duplicate any item in the game. We're going to duplicate all of these items right now. So what I will say about this on normal worlds, for some reason, it is way less consistent now, and on realms, it's still 100% working all of the time, if you do this correctly anyway. But basically, normally on normal worlds, you would be able to set this up like this, save and quit right here, and yeah, pull the lever, then save and quit again, and you'll have a dupe, right? So yeah, it's not quite working like that. Well, let me show you how I've been able to do it somewhat consistently. Although it's not been very consistent, I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's way more consistent on realms. So, yeah, I'm going to basically pull this lever like that. No, we're going to put this in its own chunk, sorry, first. And then I'm going to fly to the west side of the island. And on the west side of the island, I'm going to save and quit, alright? So, I'm going to go over here and make sure I'm all the way west. I'm all the way west, and I'm going to save and quit. At this point, I'm going to jump back onto the world, fly back over to my duplication setup. So, let's just load back in. And now I'm going to fly back to my duplication setup. It doesn't really matter if you go above or underneath. Yeah, as long as you get back there safely without dying. Yeah, you don't want to fly down into the void. So that's why it's a good idea to have some rockets on you. And yeah, now we're back at our setup. We're going to want to pull the lever and then fly back to the west side. Again, this for some reason is the most consistent way. You don't have to do this on Realms. I have no idea. Yeah, it's got a lot worse on normal worlds, but it still does work, very much so. So we're going to save and quit. And then now when we load back in and fly towards our setup, we should actually have a fully duplicated setup. So, well, not the whole setup, but just the items. So let's go over here right now. And you'll notice when we fly over here, we'll have 2 chests instead of 1, as you can see. And in both of the chests are the items that we duplicated. Again, on normal world, this is way less consistent now. I have no idea why, but as you just saw from me doing that, it still very much does work. Now what I've done is jump on Simply Survival, and this is my setup. I've basically got the illegals and the blocks on the east side. If you are going to do the illegals, I would make sure to do it on the east side. However, this specific setup can be done on any side of the end. So as you see, I've already got this thing set up, but I'm going to show you exactly how I would perform this glitch from this point. So yeah, I'm not going to reset it up. You can see inside I've got full shulker boxes, which of course is the most efficient way to do this glitch. I think the rest of them are just empty, as yeah, you can see. But basically what we are going to want to do right now is make sure the game saves this point in time. And yeah, you can either save and quit right here and just go AFK for, I don't know, 5-10 minutes or something. Just make sure the game has made sure to save this. Or what you can do, fly to the overworld and just go and do some jobs in the overworld or something like that. Me personally, what I'm going to do is just save and quit, and I'll be back in anything above 5 minutes. So I'll be back in 5 minutes. Alright, so now I've waited for way longer than I needed to. Way longer than 5 minutes. So I'm just going to load back on the realm, and hopefully this doesn't take too long. But normally, whilst I'm recording, it takes absolutely ages. So yeah, fingers crossed. I mean, it doesn't take too long, but yeah, like I said, probably going to take ages. I won't cut it. I'll just wait. Hopefully, like I said, we can load in very soon. But as it seems, it's taking long. So we'll just wait it out. Right, here we go. We're about to load in to the realm. Perfect. Again, really make sure you wait for this system to save. If you don't, this is not going to work and you're going to get invisible chests. So patience is key. We're going to pull that lever. And then I'm going to go to the overworld. And then when I get to the overworld, what I'm going to do, once it loads, just waiting for everything. There you go. Now once it's loaded, I'm simply going to save and quit again. And I'm going to wait for another 5 minutes. Alright, so I'll be back in 5 minutes. Back into the realm. At this point, we should be able to collect our duplicated items. So we just got to head back over to our duplication system as soon as we do load in. Again, yeah, as I'm recording, this normally takes a long time. Sometimes it just goes quick, but yeah, it's taking ages. So I won't cut this. I'll just wait. My cat's just walked across my keyboard. So, yeah, you can see it's taking a while, but we eventually can load in. So as soon as we load in, I'm going to go straight to the end. Like that. And then I will go to my platform, which is this side. I nearly went the wrong side. And we should have 2 chests now instead of 1. As you can see. And in both of those chests, we have the duplicated items. Of course, these ones are empty. So, yeah, we're just going to have empty ones. But in these ones are the duplicated items. And that is how you would do it on Realms. Now, originally, I thought you could do it by, if you was the owner, I thought you could go kind of activate this one, then the other one, so you wouldn't have to wait. Although I haven't had any success at doing that, so best just to use the waiting method. Just wait and be patient, and it 100% works on realms. And yeah, like I said, for some reason on the worlds, it doesn't work fully consistently, but it does work as well. It's more consistent on realms if you just be patient with it. So that is all I've got time for today. That is the Regen dupe in its entirety. Again, I will keep you updated in future videos if anything changes. That's all I've got time for. I will catch you on the next one.